Gloria Gaynor, She's Going to Survive. This is a real Christmas party tune, isn't it? It's just a party tune full stop. Of course, I'm playing this because it's the time of year, party, party, party. Wondering if you guys, our listeners, will survive all these parties. And more importantly, I'm wondering whether or not there are some of you out there who are going to use this time of year, you know, as your excuse to pounce on this guy or pounce on this girl that you've liked for such a long time. You know who you are. The ones who need a bit of Dutch courage. And you know, you're just so looking forward to your work Christmas party so that you can drink as much as you can and just get that little bit of courage, that important courage that you need to go and just make a fool of yourself. Then of course, you know, if things don't work out, you just blame it on the alcohol. But with me in the studio is Hilton Samuel to tell us what not to do over this festive season. A very good morning to you, Hilton.
Top of the morning to you and to all your colourful radio listeners.
So Hilton, Christmas is upon us. Party season. You know, these folks out there, like I said, Hilton, the ones who need some courage, the ones who want to get that man or that woman, and they're going to use
eyeing up all this time, but just don't have the courage to come out and say, "Oh, I love you, I fancy you."
Exactly. And this is the ideal time. You go out, be merry, get drunk, mistletoe in your hand, you know, to make the, you know, it's a great excuse, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a grand excuse. The Christmas season and some of the rituals that we go through are a really great opportunity to kindle love, start love, kick start love, or embellish the love that you have, or right the wrong love that you have, make it go right. But let's start with the concept. There are hundreds, thousands of people who eye up another individual and they just don't have the courage. But let me say here, the one thing you don't want to do is to get drunk. The one thing you don't want to do is to make a fool of yourself. The one thing that you don't want to do is to lose your wits and go, you know, loopy or dopey, or even though you think that you are actually putting on a facade or gaining the courage to splurt. That's the one thing that is a sure death knell in your prospects of love. So, don't go down that road. Believe you me, do not touch alcohol or any mood-altering substance that's going to really throw you off or change your wits. Let me tell you what you can do. I have a couple of points that I could share, but one of the first things, if you're eyeing up someone, if you have been, you know, for a long time, you just don't have the courage, feel the fear and do it anyway. And there are several ways you can do it, and I'll give you one tip. I have this little tip. If you're in constant contact with the person, like in your work environment, you're talking to the person, make sure you get into a conversational mood. You could pick anything. It could be anything from something on the news, not religion, not politics, because those could actually bring out the worst parts of people.
Yeah, they're too emotive.
Yeah, they're very emotive and sensitive. What you want to do is to have a calm, cool, collected conversation. It could be something talking about your childhood experiences and asking the person, well, you know, what did he or she enjoy? Where are you from? You know, tell me something about that. And as the conversation gain momentum and steam, you say to that person, you know what, some time ago, when I first met you, I actually fancied you. What you're actually doing, you're actually shifting the thing in a historic perspective. In other words, you're saying at one point in time I liked you, but perhaps now I don't really like you, you know. And that would probably make the person think, you know,
what's wrong with me now?
Yeah, what happened now?
Yes.
And that is a great opportunity for you to get in there to say, well, look, I thought, you know, you had somebody else, or I thought you probably would not, you know, countenance me, or and that is really a good start.
And is this conversation, Hilton, happening at the work Christmas party or beforehand?
Well, it could happen any place. It could happen any place. As long as you create the correct conversational environment and mode, right? It could be at the Christmas party, it could be at a dinner, it could be even at the workplace. If you're having a coffee break together, you know, maybe a coffee break isn't enough to get the correct environment, the conducive environment, the ambience.